I'm on a Rosetti 38 metre super yacht. It's at Cannes Boat Show, it's very crowded. We're going to have a look around, we'll do the best we can with it. There's a lot of people on here, and we're going to see if we can get ahead of the curve and show you what this boat is all about, because it is quite dramatic, as you can see. Now this is built entirely to owner specifications, so he's deliberately gone for a very cosy area here that links out with the cockpit. We're going to head on in. The first thing you'll find is the wine cellar, 150 bottles of wine there. So all on display, so that's rather impressive. And then we head on forward, we've got the dining area up here. We'll keep on moving, because as I say, we need to get round and try and avoid the other people on the boat. But it's definitely worth seeing this one. It's quite a dramatic machine, to say the very least. We'll head on round here first of all, and we will find the day head is round on this side. And then the owner's cabin, it's almost like an apartment really, is up here on the main deck at the bow. So you've got this wonderful area here. It's like an office area or a dressing area. And in fact, quite cleverly, what they have done is put pocket doors in across here. So this can be closed off, so you can have this office area. You could work here without disturbing somebody in bed, for example. So that's a nice idea. Another thing they've done with this is it's got a balcony, but it's not a drop balcony that you often find. They've actually inset it. And the big advantage with that is that you don't need the crew to come and set that up. You can get up in the morning, slide the door open, and sit out here and take in the morning. You could use this while you're out at sea as well, which you can't really do with a drop balcony. So that's a rather nice feature. If we head over onto this side, we've got the heads in behind here. Now it's his and hers. There's a central shower area, and then the actual toilets, obviously for a bit of privacy, are in behind here. That's not two toilets facing each other, it's a toilet and a bidet. So that is that. You've got the same thing over on the other side. And again, the toilet in there. Big windows. We're down in Cannes, I think I mentioned. Looking out across there. And of course, then you have things like the dressing area. And the fact that is all the owner's stuff. I'm not going to go in there and show all the owner's stuff. I don't think that would be reasonable, but that's a big dressing area right across the back of there. So let's come back out of here, and we'll press on a bit further. There's a lot to see on this yacht. Actually, one thing I didn't show you is this amazing bit of art just here. And the interesting thing about this is it's sat on a glass panel. These glass panels run all the way up through the entire boat, right up to the top. When we visit the next deck up, the upper deck, we actually walk across here. We'll head down to the lower deck, since we're in this area. This takes us all the way on down, and you can see again the way that those glass panels work to send light right down through the whole yacht. That's beautiful. And down here then we have got guest cabins. So twins in here, and as you'd expect, these are all en suite. There's a storage down along here, and the head's in here, with a big rainfall shower. And if we back up and head across to the other side, we will find very similar sort of thing. In fact, I think this one is slightly larger. Oh, it's so quiet when you get down in the lower areas like this. Very peaceful place to be. Yeah, this one's got the separate door, in fact, across here, which is nice. And then the shower here. Okay, there are two more cabins on this level. So if we come back and head aft, this is a fridge. So if people down here want to get a drink at night time, they can get that without having to go up to the main deck. And then back here, these are larger cabins. So you have a double here. Big rainfall shower again. And then the loo-in over there on that side. That is a magnificent cabin actually, isn't it? And we'll cross over because there's one more very similar, and that's there. So as I say, 4 cabins down here. A load of storage in places like this. They've got safes in them as well. One thing I do notice is how clean and crisp everything is on this. So you don't see cupboards everywhere. Everything's very, very discreet and tucked away. It's really nicely done. Shower over here. And then again, you've got the loo over on that side and the bidet. Okay, let's press on a bit further. What I think we'll do is we'll go back up here. And we will go around and up. So this is taking us on up to the upper deck. And this is what I was talking about, this glass floor. And you can see how it goes right through the entire craft. And that is the sun deck up there. We'll go up there in a second. So what I think we'll do actually is we'll head round this way. Another day heads on this level. And up through here is the bridge. So you've got an office area for the captain. And this is the bridge here. And if we go right on round, we also find captain's cabin is up here as well. This is done to the same standard as the guest accommodation. Of course, you've got the ensuite and so forth in through here. Okay, let's keep going. As I say, I'm very anxious that we're at a boat show and I want to keep us ahead of the crowd if we can. So we'll come out to here and head forward. You've got on the outside here a wing station. And the idea of that is so you can stand here if you're manoeuvring the boat in. I mean, it's a huge chunk of boat, as you can see. You want to be able to look down the side. So stand here and you've got that perfect visibility down the outside. Up here onto the foredeck then, there's a really lovely entertaining area. You've got the pop-up lights, sunbathing ahead of that, and then we can step down here, get ourselves right up to the business end where all the anchoring equipment is. And that one there is a deck locker. So that's for equipment that you want to keep up at this end of the boat. Like so. Let's head on round. That takes us down to a crew area. In fact, we might see if we can go back that way. So we'll press on back down this side, jink back into here, and head backwards. So back through this little area and out and round across this glass panel. Here we go. That feels quite odd, but I'm told it's entirely safe. And that is the upper deck saloon. Absolutely magnificent. You've got a bar area over on this side. So that caters straight out to this area. And if we press on a little further, this will take us out to the aft deck. Now what you've got out here is a lot of freestanding furniture and a massive crane, and the reason for that is that when you're at anchor, of course, you've got all the toys in the water, everybody's having fun with those, or if you're just going a short distance, you'd probably tow the tender. But then if you're heading some serious distances, then you can use this, you can move this furniture out of the way and lift up onto here, things like the tender and the jet skis and that sort of thing, all completely out of the way. It's got some serious range on this boat actually, we'll come back to that, but it is a proper transatlantic machine. These are life rafts on the outside. And if we carry on again, there's another deck, would you believe? This takes us right up to the top of this ship. This is the sun deck. Now this is an area where the owners intend to spend a lot of time. So they've got a lot going on here. They've got the gymnasium, they've got sunbathing, they've got a fantastic dining area, a massive bar over on this side. And if we head forward, a lovely seating area just here. This is the very top of those glass panels that run right down through the boat. I don't know how well you can see this. Probably not very, because that's a non-slip finish on there, of course. But yeah, that's where that light comes in. If we go right up here, These are neat. These are doors that will slide across, and then you've got canopies up into here that come down. So if you want to enclose this area, you can do that. It allows you to air condition it or heat it. So if you're in less clement conditions, you can still use this area completely. This is a shower, and this, as you can see, is a rather impressive hot tub. I think I was right in saying 4,700 litres. It's a big one. And then that's down to that foredeck area that we were on a moment ago. So that is the upper deck. Let's have a quick look at this bar area. Here you've got ice makers and fridges and all that kind of stuff. And cooking at the back over there. That's a really big area, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Okay, we press on. Back down these steps. And this time we're going to go around here, back across the aft section of the upper deck, and we'll come down this side. Now what you've got here is another wing station. That's in exactly the same as we had on the other side, in underneath here, so that you've got the visibility there down on the outside of the boat. I think that's the tender down there. And then if we come forward again, we're going to head down through here. This is one of the ways into the crew cabin. It's not the main way, but it's a good way of getting us in and through. Now, this is an area that's very much in use, so I am going to flick through it because this is people's personal living space for the crew on board, so it's not really fair to spend too much time in here. But what you've got here is this area. There's also laundrette is in around here, so that's in there. And so we're going to just race through here. You'll get a bit of a look of it, but I just don't want to invade these people's privacy any more than I have to. Cabins on either side.
We're good.
Hello there. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Would you mind if I do a very quick video of this, or is it going to be disturbing you guys? You can be in it. You're quite happy for you to be in it. Do you mind?
For me, I'd be on there.
You'll be famous.
Excuse me, sorry.
Oh, of course.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I've just asked these gentlemen, and they very kindly agree. We'll have a very quick look at the mess area here, and then there's also a galley area in behind here. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
And how many crew cabins are there?
There are 3 crew cabins.
3 crew cabins, and they're all twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So the 3 crew cabins are up through there. We're going to press on. Thank you ever so much, people. You're very kind. Brilliant. I didn't think we'd get to see that. As I say, I don't like to intrude on people's privacy. This takes us up then to the galley area. Now this is actually a commercial standard galley. This is very, very impressive. There's a lot of cold storage on this boat as well. In all the way across the back of here. And all the way down here. It is built for long distance cruising. It's an explorer ship, so you need that kind of stuff. But all of this is done in stainless steel, as you can see. And we can come back through here. And this takes us then out onto the side deck. That takes us back up to the wheelhouse. So that's back onto the upper deck again. But we're going to go this way. We're going to go and try and find the engine room. Show you that. Big doors here that open out from the saloon. There's another access here. That's back up onto the upper deck, just to show you very quickly. So that's where we were before, where the crane is. But we're not going to go that way. We've done all of that. We're going to go this way. Hi.
Hi.
And on this occasion, we're going to head back here, back through the cockpit. And we're going to head down to the beach club area. So there's a huge garage door on the back of here. There's also a transformer. A transformer is a thing that will cantilever in and then lie flat. You take these panels here out and that will lie flat. It allows you to lift toys or tenders or motorcycles straight out and then onto the quay, or it will drop down into the water and give you really great access into the water. We've got a load of seating down here. It's a really lovely area. and you've got the passerelle as well, so that's for stern to boarding as well as the transformer. And then down here, this is mainly a storage area. So if we come on down, there's a load of space in here for really whatever you want to keep here. This owner's got dive gear and that sort of stuff. You can see all the goggles, for example, back there. And it just means, you know, if you're swimming off the boat or water sports or just playing generally, this is a great area where you can keep all the stuff neatly tucked away. There's a heads down here as well, so this is just so that if you want to pop in and use the loo, then you've got it. This again is just more storage in places like this. Okay, last thing to show you then is the engines. That is this away. And if we open this, we will find, look at this. How impressive is that? Now what we have in here are a pair of MAN 800 horsepower V8 diesel engines. You can see one here and one here. Now the whole ethos of this boat is not about speed, it's not a planing boat, it's a displacement boat, and that means it doesn't need a lot of power to push it along at displacement speeds. It's very economical, and what that does is give you tremendous range. So this boat flat out is about 13.5 knots, she cruises at about 10.5 knots, and if you keep the speed right down, you will get 5,000 miles of range. That's what this boat is about. It's not about charging down the French Riviera at 20 knots, because it won't do that. What it is about crossing the Atlantic, because the kind of boats of this size that will do 20-25 knots on the French Riviera won't do that. You can't have both. You either have efficiency or you have performance. This boat's got efficiency. There's another way out of here. That's back up onto the deck. Big Kohler generators in here, of course. Let's go right round here. A lot of hydraulics systems are in here. That I think is compressors, I'm not completely sure. You see all the firefighting equipment in here. Another generator. This over here, this is a desalination plant. This creates fresh water. It's an actual water maker. It takes seawater and turns it into fresh water. And everything in here you can see is just so get-at-able. It's proper big ship engineering stuff. It's absolutely brilliant. A real pleasure to have a look at. That is fantastic. What an amazing space. Okay, I think we're going to take this exit. I don't think there's many exits and entrances we've not gone through on this ship. It's really quite impressive. Okay, back up through here. And I think I've just discovered the greenery. How remarkable. I think this is as good a place as any to stop. That, I think, you'll agree, is a pretty comprehensive tour. Huge thanks to Rosetti Superyachts for allowing me full access to this one. It's been a real treat to have a look at. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's been a real pleasure bringing it to you. It's so nice to bring the Superyachts to Alcoholic again, and this is doing Superyachts in style, isn't it? What an incredible machine. Let me know what you think of this one. As I say, it is a custom build. It's completely to your own specification. If there's bits and pieces that you don't like, not a problem. Talk to Rosetti, they'll build one to your custom specification. But it's always fascinating to see one person's vision come to reality, and this is exactly what this is. It's an incredible thing. We'll catch you on another one of these very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.